Angel Magic Cosplay here. So yeah, I know I don't use this channel nearly enough, but I intend to do so because apparently people like my singing. So I'm probably going to do some covers. Please comment in below if you want to hear any particular covers. At the moment I'm working on a Nintendo inspired parody. Which brings me to why I'm doing this video. So I have been a Nintendo fan pretty much from the SNES. My uncle had a SNES years and years ago, and that was my first introduction to home consoles. I was big into my arcades. I used to play Ninja Turtles at the arcade, Street Fighter, Dungeons and Dragons was another one I really liked, Sonic the Hedgehog, things like that. And yes, I know Sonic wasn't Nintendo back then. I'm aware that it was just Sega back then, and at one point they did their own consoles. But anyway, they were on the arcades, and I did play them. So my uncle had a SNES. At the time, he had borrowed the Legend of Zelda, one of the Legend of Zelda games. I forget which one now. I probably should have made notes for this video, but it's a reaction video, so no notes. Anywho, so that got me into gaming. The games he owned were Super Mario World and Donkey Kong. I think it was the country one. But yeah, when he got bored of his console and his two games, I got this console. That was the only console I had till I was 16, when I had my very first Sunday job. I know the term is Saturday job, but I worked on a Sunday. And my very first paycheck was spent on my very first own console, which was the N64, on which I bought Ocarina of Time. And that particular game cemented my love of both Nintendo and The Legend of Zelda. As much as I loved the one that my uncle borrowed, he only really borrowed it for a couple of weeks, so I only played it once or twice, so I never really got to play it properly. But yeah, Ocarina of Time is one of my all-time favourite video games. I own it on my 3DS now. I own it on my Wii U. I've got the download on there. I used to have, when I had my N64, obviously I owned it on that. I also, when I upgraded to the GameCube, I got the limited edition master disc, and I also got, they did a promo at the time when you bought, soon after the GameCube came out, you bought certain titles and sent the receipt off to Nintendo, and they would send you a disc with all of the Nintendo Zelda games released up until that point, including a demo of Majora's Mask at the time. I also had Majora's Mask on the GameCube, and then so on and so forth. So we had the Wii, I've had the Wii U, I've got the Wii U at the moment, and so on. So I am a massive Nintendo fan, as you can probably tell from my jumper and from this beautiful painting. I am slightly obsessed with Zelda as well. Speaking of which, this painting is by a little tiny company called Press Start Art. He should not be tiny, he should be huge, because he's a really talented artist. These are all done with spray paints. I have another one behind the camera here, which I will attempt to take a picture of and put in the corner of the screen, if I can figure out how to do that. And so on, so that you can see. I will also put a link in the description below for his Facebook page, where you can find out how to buy some of his prints. He doesn't just do Legend of Zelda. I've also got a really gorgeous Harley Quinn one. I've also bought Final Fantasy ones for my best friend's birthday presents, and this, that and the other. He does some really nice stuff, and it's sort of what I like about it is because of the style he uses, you can use it as general. They don't look like posters, they look like proper artist print, artist canvases, and they're done on proper art canvases as well, so you can use them in your house as proper decorations and still look kind of adult, which is really awesome for someone in her 30s. Not really grown up. This is a good thing, trust me. So anyway, on to the reason for the video. This is a reaction video. I've had some boxes. I I've had some stuff through. I'm not really sure what's in them. I literally have not opened them. I know that Amazon have sent me some games, and I know that Nintendo have sent me both some Switch accessories and also my Amiibo. I have received emails that things have been received, but I don't know what's in what boxes, or whether or not the games that have come from Nintendo have been sent out so that they arrive tomorrow. So I literally am opening these blind. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so box number one, I have got rid of my address, so sorry guys, my phone number was also on there. You can't phone me and you can't write to me. I don't want stalkers. I've written an entire parody on stalkers, and there's a reason for that. But yeah, so let's start with the box that I've put on. I've put them in a pile, so this is the one on top. Again, I don't know what's in these, so this is completely a surprise to me. There may be some squeeing when I actually get into the box, but yeah, so let's see. Woo! Try not to drop the box. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so nicely packed with the bubble stuff. Might keep that for stuff I'm selling. Woo! Okay, so I'm guessing these boxes are from Nintendo. So these are my accessories. So nothing else in the box apart from these. Yay! So which should we open first? Let's see. Okay, so we've got, so this is the Pro Controller. I know that my best friend and her fiance really wants a Switch, or at least my best friend does. I'm not quite so sure about her fiance. I'm not sure he's too bothered, but I know my best friend really desperately wants a Switch, so I made sure to get a Pro Controller, so that I had 2 Joy-Cons and a Pro Controller, so that when we are playing multiplayer games, I've got enough for them all to play stuff. Aren't I a good friend? So yeah, so this is the Pro Controller. It comes really nicely packed. And we've got the instruction booklety thingy that nobody ever really reads. I know I don't. We've got what looks like a charging cable that comes with it, which is cool. I always like it when I can charge up my shit. Apologies to any children that are watching this. And then we have the controller itself. So there's the controller. I've heard a lot about this controller. I've heard a lot about all of the Switch, really. I've been watching all the stuff on YouTube. A lot of YouTubers who have proper channels. I'm just getting rid of the plasticky stuff. Don't need that. They have proper channels where they actually do proper videos and know what they're doing and are actually entertaining. They have been given sort of preview consoles and stuff like that. There were rules. They weren't allowed to review certain things until certain dates and so on and so forth. So they haven't revealed everything. But yeah, so I've already seen the Pro Controller. It's quite swanky. It's an unusual shape, but it's not like holding it now. It's quite comfortable. I don't know what it's going to be like when I'm actually playing with it, because the Switch isn't here yet. the Switch, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, the Switch isn't here yet. But it's got like I don't know if you can see it on my crappy laptop camera, but it's got like a see-through thing going on, where you can see sort of stuff through it and so on. Which is quite cool. It's kind of Ghost in the Shell-y. That's happening right now, right? So I remember Ghost in the Shell the first time around. So I might have to go see it though, I must confess. Anyway, so you've got your home button there, you've got your usual A, B, X and Y buttons here, and some toggles. The whatever you call those, because I don't remember all the proper names, your plus and minus buttons, and all your XLR and ZRs and all that rubbish on the top. And your charging port on the top as well. So that's quite cool. I'm quite glad I've got that. As I say, I can't show you anything to do with the console yet because I haven't received it yet. So let's see. I'm going to put it back in its little bag for now. Next up, let's see what the little bag looks like. So let's have a look. Okay, let's get into this thing. So obviously the Switch itself is oh cool. The Switch itself is like an iPad-y type thing, tablet type thing, and so of course you're able to take it around with you. If you didn't know that, you've lived under a rock, because it's like all over the TV at the moment. Every bloody advert on YouTube is for the Switch. Not that I'm complaining, you know, I'm so excited about it. But yeah, so you're gonna want to have something to put the Switch into as you're traveling around playing on your Switch. Well, when you're not actually playing on the Switch, but when you're not playing on and you want to sort of pop it in your handbag or your rucksack or whatever it is you have. So this is that. That looks like a protective cover for the screen, which is quite handy. And then you have the actual sort of bag itself. One thing that really annoyed me was in America, the limited edition version of Breath of the Wild, the Switch version, you got more stuff, and that's so unfair. I was so knocked off at that because not only did you get the little sword, which is what we're getting, and what else are we getting? Oh, we're getting a few things, but the thing that we were missing was they had a little bag like this, but it was in the style of the Sheikah tablet that's in the game. You've probably seen it if you've seen the adverts. You've seen it sort of on the hip of Link and that stuff like that, and so on. And in America, for the limited edition Zelda game, you got a bag that was in the Sheikah tablet. We don't get it in the UK. Somewhat jealous, but that meant I had to go and get just an ordinary bag. Unfortunately, this was all that was available, but to be fair, it was only like £16, so I thought that was quite reasonable. Looking at it, it's very well put together. The zip is nice and hidden. It's quite, you know, it's what you'd expect of Nintendo. It's quite well made. Let's look inside. Okay, so inside this itself, so this one is very basic. There were more scary ones, I think. Now, when I first went on and ordered this, there was only this available. But yeah, you've got basically somewhere to put the game itself. But you've also got somewhere, I don't know if you can see in there, but you've got little pockets for some elastic to pop in your games in there. I myself have already spotted something on Amazon that's more of a plastic with little individual slots, much like you can get for the 3DS games and the DS games. I will probably do that rather than put them in the slots. I've had a 3DS case that did something very similar for the games, and they just fell out. And given how expensive video games are on the 3DS and certainly on the Switch, then I'd rather not risk it. So that's my accessories. As I say, I've got a nice little bag to put my tablet in, and I've got the Pro Controller. Yay! So yeah, so apparently that is quite good to play Zelda on, but also the Joy-Cons are meant to be very good as well. So let's get on to box number 2. So let's see. A little bit further down this time, but it was on the bottom. So I'm thinking this is the Amiibo, and the games that I ordered from Amazon that were shipped yesterday are due to arrive tomorrow. If for whatever reason, because I work full time and I'm in an office, so I do 9 to 5. My dad, bless him, stayed in all day today to make sure that he didn't miss my deliveries. He's doing the same for tomorrow. I first received an email from Nintendo saying that my Switch and Zelda game had been shipped and was estimated to be delivered between the 6th and the 8th of March. So yeah, so there was me going, oh my god, I'm going to get it till next week. So, but later I then received a further email from Nintendo telling me that actually they have sent it out next day delivery for pre-ordering it. So thankfully I will be receiving it tomorrow. So my dad is staying in till just after 1, which is when they're guaranteed for, to sign for my Switch and my Breath of the Wild Zelda game. So once that's received, and also the 2 games that I ordered, which is actually the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild, which has actually officially been on order at Amazon for 3.5 years, long before it was even known as Breath of the Wild. I wasn't even aware that you could keep it on pre-order, but that does mean that I didn't pay as much as it's worth, which is quite cool. But either way, so yeah, I got the Amazon price guarantee of what it was thought to be worth when I first ordered it. I'm not going to say what that is, but yeah, so I paid a reasonable amount less than what the game is now retailing at, which is quite cool. But as I say, I was quite shocked that it was still on pre-order, so I didn't cancel that pre-order. I've also ordered the 1-2 Switch as well, because I knew that my best friend wanted the console, and I thought I probably ought to order something other than Breath of the Wild, because I know she's getting that on the Wii U herself, and of course we will then have a game to play together. So let's open this bad boy. And I believe that this is going to be my Amiibo. So I haven't ordered every single Amiibo, because while I would love to, I felt it's a little bit over the top to order. These are obviously the Zelda Amiibo to go with my Breath of the Wild games. But yeah, I'm hoping this is them. But yeah, I haven't ordered all of them. I have ordered the 2 Link ones, the one with the horse. I have my own horses, so that was kind of a given. Anyone who knows me will know that I will have gone, oh my god, I need the one with the horse. And I've ordered Zelda. Those of you who follow my cosplay page will know that I have recently completed Breath of the Wild Zelda as a cosplay. I will be at MCM in May, and I will be wearing that. And oh my god, it's so actually, I can't see it. They've wrapped them so well. I can't see which one's which. Let's just put that there a minute. I'm not going to actually open the packet. God, I need the scissors and all sorts. I'm not going to actually open the boxes just yet, because I don't want to do so until I get the games. Ah! I've got Zelda. Oh, she looks gorgeous. I'm hoping, there's rumours with Zelda that the downloadable content that they've said for June and for around Christmas time, there are rumours that one of the games that they're going to do for the DLC may allow you to play with Zelda. Given her design, I'm hoping that that's the case, because she's got quite a practical design for games, and for actually fighting and things like that. The other thing I love about this is that I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to open this because the box is just so pretty. But the other thing that I love about this is I've been dreaming of doing some shoots with my horses. One of my horses is sadly too old to be ridden properly. I can probably sit on him now, but I can't actually sort of really ride him because he was a racehorse at one point. You can actually Google him. His name was Ilnamar, which is Ilnamar, and he's an absolutely stunning horse, but he was a jump racer and his hips are now a little bit on the dodgy side. I didn't race him myself. I took him on in his retirement and gave him a home. I've now had him for 12 years. Absolutely adore him, and he will hopefully star in some photo shoots with me as Twilight Princess Zelda. For this one, however, I have a cob who was rescued off the meat lorry as a baby. He's now in his late teens, and on loan to a very lovely teenager who I will be able to borrow off to do some ridden shots with this beauty. So yeah, so that's Zelda. Already loving this. So yeah, you'll have to excuse my squeeing. So let's do, what should we do first? That one feels slightly heavier, so that might be the normal Link. I don't know, I could be completely wrong. So let's see what this one is. Oh my god! That's just, I mean, I've seen the giant versions. I don't know, I'm trying to get it so you can see that. Oh my god, that just looks so flipping epic. I mean, look at him. Oh, somebody in one of the Zelda fans threads that I read was saying that he wasn't as handsome in this. I don't know, he's maybe not as handsome, but definitely cute. I mean, Link, if he was real, I'd date him. So this is why I'm single. So I have the hearts for video game characters, but yeah, oh my god, I may have to buy a second set of these because they're just too pretty to take out the box. This is just too much. I may have to sort of find some reviews on what they're for. But let's open this last one. This should be Link on the horse. And I'm so excited about the horse side because apparently it took them 4 years to develop the software that behind the horses in the game. You get to choose your own horse this time. I'm hoping that there will be an opponent option at some point, maybe as a reward, or even there is one that looks like a pony that maybe is harder to catch and tame. From what I understand from it all, you catch your own horse, you tame your own horse, you look after your horse can die in this game. So it is much like actually owning a horse. So for me, who's had horses my entire life, can't really afford them anymore. So once my elderly horses are gone, and sadly, unless I win the lottery or make a fortune on YouTube, which isn't going to happen, then I probably won't own another. But yeah, so for me, this is exciting. So here's the big reveal for the Amiibo that I have been most excited about. Oh my god, it's so cool! Oh my god, look at the pony! Oh look! Oh, it's so gorgeous! I'm trying to get it so it's not at the view. Trying to get it so it doesn't sort of have a glare, so I don't have to take it out. But yeah, there is the horse. The detailing, you can't really see it on the camera, but the detailing on it is just stunning. There's some really nice detailing on his little cloak. Sort of here, you've got saddlebags going on. The horse is just beautifully designed. It does actually look like a horse. The other thing I've noticed from watching like the ads for the games and stuff like that, when you see Link riding the horse, he does actually look like he's probably riding. Previously in the games while he's been riding, he's sort of been bouncing up and down and not really riding. This is from someone who teaches horse riding, so I'm probably a little bit more critical than I should be. But oh my god, that's so gorgeous. So yeah, so that is my 3 Amiibo, which I'll try and hold them all up for you. So my 3 Amiibo, all ready for when the game comes tomorrow. They are so gorgeous. I'm so excited. Excuse me, I need to squeeze. So yeah, I am so chuffed with these. Thank you, Nintendo, for releasing more Zelda, and potentially making me bankrupt. So yeah, so that's my Amiibo, my Pro controller, and the pouch. That's it. As I say, I will get the Switch tomorrow, and I will be getting 2 extra games tomorrow. One will be the Wii U Breath of the Wild. I will do an unboxing for that as well. And I will attempt to figure things out on the Switch. Thank you for watching. I you enjoyed it. As I said at the beginning of the video, I do want to do more with this video. I have recently freed up a lot of time, so I may well have more time to do more videos. Please give suggestions for videos below. I am a cosplayer. I do make all of my own cosplays, so if you want to check out my page, I'll put a link below for you, and if there's anything you want to know how to make, please do message me. I'm always happy to answer questions or offer suggestions on how you might like to make things yourself, and if you'd like a tutorial video, if I have time and the fabric to make it, I will attempt to do that as well. I also sing, as you know, as I said, and if there are any sort of songs that you'd like me to cover, or if you'd like me to properly record any of the songs that I've covered in my performances for Anime League previously, sadly I will not be performing for Anime League for the foreseeable future, due to some unfortunate events, and as I say, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this. Tell me if you're getting any of this stuff too. Tell me if you are getting any specific games, if you're excited about specific games. For future games, I quite like to get Splatoon 2. I really enjoyed it. I'm not normally a first-person shooter girl, but I do like Splatoon. I've got it on the Wii U. I downloaded it. And I'm looking forward, I'm hoping that I will have the money to buy Splatoon 2. I also would quite like the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Again, that's one I've got on the Wii U, so that's not necessarily going to be an immediate one because it's pretty much the same, just with some extras, so I may not get that particular game on launch. Definitely looking forward to Mario Odyssey. That looks amazing, and it's a Christmas title, so I might be able to persuade some nice relatives or friends that perhaps they might want to get that for me for Christmas. Wink, wink. Please go in together because it will be expensive. I don't want you to spend too much on me. But anyway, what else am I looking forward to? Oh, Skyrim! I've heard about Skyrim. I've never played it because obviously I've only had Nintendo games. But yeah, I am very excited that Skyrim is going to be on Nintendo. I hope there are lots more third-party games that are going to be released on Nintendo. I'm hoping that we get Street Fighter back properly, not just the old titles. It's great that Street Fighter 2 is going to be released on the Switch in a remastered version, but quite frankly, I've got it on the Wii U. I used to play it on the SNES as well when my uncle borrowed it for me. So I know Street Fighter 2, I don't need to play it again, but I'd like to play, you know, some of the Capcom versus Marvel stuff and things like that. So, oh my god, if you could release, you know, get some of the third-party stuff that gets that back, that would be amazing. But yeah, that's the end of my video. I'm starting to babble, so I really need to finish this now. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you hopefully tomorrow night. Love you all. See you soon. Bye!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. I may sound double Dutch, but my delight is such. I feel as if a losing war's been won for me. And if I had a flag, I'd hang me flag out to add a sort of final victory touch. But since I left me flag at home, I'll simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much.